Like, all right, well, PB&J is good.
I don't mind a good PB&J.
Yep. Well, I got the multi-grain bread, so it's a compromise.
There you go.
Yep.
Brian, you can hear?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's gonna be just you four or you three rather, for right now. You probably saw and heard Scott's gonna be a little bit late, and Dale is at the urgent care, so be a bit. So.
Urgent care?
Yep. That's like the after-hours doctor's offices.
Yeah, it's like I was there a few weeks ago. It's for emergency like visits, rather than emergency room.
Yep.
Well, that sucks.
Why do you have a card above your name? Nick.
Oh, from last time, I don't know how to get rid of it. When Jim Jar, well, actually, Melvin drew the from the deck that Jim Jar had, and I don't know how to get rid of that card.
But
I'll
said you
figure it
asked
out later.
for, so you give it back. So I did. I don't know.
Yeah, I was hoping I could get rid of it because on your option, all I saw was steel, and I was just trying to get rid of it. But whatever, I'll figure it out later. I may end up playing with Fantasy Grounds a little bit, so if you guys want to download or set up accounts, free accounts with that, we'll see what I can figure out. But it looks pretty cool too. But anyway, who wants to do a recap? It's been about, I guess it's been almost a month now.
I did the last two. Somebody else should do it this
time. we rested and we found a mouthy gnome who found our old friend, and weird stuff happened. He talked a lot about books. He made a boat. We got on the boat, killed a couple of trolls, and we're outside of town.
Do you want to hear the long version? I can tell you.
He's not a gnome. He's a
Durgar.
Yeah, a dark dwarf.
Semantics.
Yeah,
but he also found
short and annoying
the halfling that you guys had saved from the Silken Path, who also told you that he had been following you and had to help dispatch a few enemies that were falling behind or trying to follow you. You learned that he's under orders from a wizard in Waterdeep to get that sword of Melvin's. And I think I told you, but his family's life depends on it. Let's see here. Is there anything else that you guys can remember? That was a very quick and fairly accurate.
Well, we made it to Raggle Stew. We're on the edge of the dock.
Yep.
That's about what I had. The same notes. Pretty much. I think I got a card from Jim.
Yep. Let's see. Okay. All right. We'll go ahead and start at the docks. Okay. So, you guys are coming around a fairly large stalagmite sticking up out of the dark lake, right off the eastern docks of Gracklestug. You notice in this area, it's very bright. It's almost like comparable to daytime. You are actually in the dark lake, obviously. The walls go up and the docks lead to, well, you might not be able to see it yet, but there's a stairway that leads up into the city. The stalagmite to the side looks like something has broken off on it, or the upper half of it has been broken. You can't see up above it currently. Let's see. And Bulby notices that there's a lone Duergar on one of the piers. You probably, Bulby, you can also see along the top. Actually, since it is fairly bright, probably all do. There are several guard stations along the wall. So,
Where's that?
Huh?
Well,
It's along all the walls, along
okay.
the dark lake.
This water doesn't look deep enough to hide Demogorgons, and it doesn't. Because last time...
Yeah, you get what you pay for. Creating the maps takes forever, so. What do you guys want to do? You gonna try to go in and dock quietly, or
shoot some fireworks off and then head towards that guy. Well, that's what I want to do. Head towards the dock where that guy is. Can we dock the boat over there? We probably have to dock at that one before there.
As you start getting closer, let's see if I can move you all together. You notice that most of the piers that are close already have boats at them. So the only one that's really open is probably here or here.
Right.
This over here is actually up a little higher, and you notice, excuse me, that there looks like there's really thick, almost like the spider webs that you traversed on the Silken Path. Looks like those going up from that pier all the way to the top of the broken stalagmite that you just passed.
It's a fun bridge.
It does appear to be a bridge, yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead and everybody make. I'll let you guys decide. Either a stealth check or a survival check to dock the boat safely.
Why would it be stealth?
So you don't make a bunch of noise and alert the guards. It's up to you. You can attempt to dock it however you see fit, or jump out and splash around.
I mean, that guy
Probably not the best plan.
that we see on the dock isn't like already eyeing us, or any of these guards that you said.
Bulby would probably tell
can't
you.
see from there.
Well, he can see you. The
Yeah, but you can't
guards
probably tell
along
his
the
facial expression.
right. You do notice that he keeps looking over his shoulder and up around. Bolby would know. He's actually from Gracklestube. That the dock area, and so is Bipidu. It's more relaxed in security along the dock, so they're not always watching out as they should be.
So if we sneak in, we could probably just blend in that we've, like, you know, we're already there or whatever.
Right, that's probably what you're wanting to try
Probably
to do.
create a variety of races and stuff there too.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess.
It's up to you. What do you guys want to do?
I say sneak in, but
Yeah, probably. Let's just do this as nonchalantly as possible.
Okay, so you're doing stealth?
Well, okay, well, again, you said survival or stealth, so. I can do
Well,
stealth.
everybody has to do the same, yeah.
Okay. Stealth's fine.
Let me get Erdan and Tidnug out.
ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's usually taken as a group, so.
Stealth. Whoops. Shouldn't have advantage on it. But that's still good. And one more stealth. Okay.
I'm the quietest ironclad cleric you've ever heard.
Oh. Yeah,
I'm
since
still
it's group,
regaling
you're
everyone
okay.
with tales of my reading out loud.
So, where did you guys want to dock? Did you want to try to dock it here or like up in here?
Probably the closest is best if no one's paying attention early.
I'd probably go around to the inside just a little bit, so if something else is coming in, they don't have to run into us.
Well, don't forget, Bolby can pack up his boat.
Yeah, I mean,
As soon
that's
as
what I
you're all off.
intend to do.
Oh, okay. All right. Yep, I forgot about that.
That way I don't just leave it there and they're like, guards come by and like, where's the permit for that or whatever.
As you guys start hopping off, seems like nobody's noticed or you don't hear any clamor.
Let the Durgar go first. Don't you think, guys?
I'm already way out.
I mean, whoever.
As you guys start getting off the boat, actually, yeah, everybody roll a perception check.
Well, that's fantastic on all of our experts.
Yeah, so you don't hear anything. Let's see something here. Actually, Tidnug does see. He sees as he's exiting the boat. He's looking over at the guy that's standing on the edge of the pier, And all of a sudden, three other Duergar come out around him with looks like glowing blue daggers, and he says, "Hey guys, look at this." And he points over there, and you all see them raise their blades, and you see one of them sink his blade right into the one that was standing there on the dock.
Okay then.
But only Ted Dunk saw that.
He says when he got out, he says, "What is that?" Or "Look at that." So I'm assuming you guys all look.
Okay, so those three guys just like shanked that guy in the dock then. Or at least one of them did.
Welcome
Yes,
to the real underworld. The real Underdark. Yeah. So some guy we don't know got killed.
You know him.
Oh, I know him, yeah. I'm just joking.
So,
Do they see
you
us or
mentioned
no?
Depending on what you guys want to do. I was just getting it up.
okay. Well, I don't know why we would do anything at that other than going, okay.
Not sure we want to actually start a fight right on the dock.
Yeah, we don't even know who they were. They might be better friends than the guy that they just shanked. Who the hell knows?
Okay. In your trepidation, you see the other one start slicing at the one that was there, and you see another one start making his way this way.
So they do notice us, possibly?
Don't know. Potentially.
Might want to pack up your boat, Bobo.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Say how long it takes.
Where is that?
Should be on your sheet, probably under treasures, second or third page.
Yeah, I have no idea where that is located.
Hold on. Let me see if I can find it.
I think it took you like 5 minutes or something before, or 10 minutes. At least to open it. I don't know about closing it down.
Oh, doesn't say. So I would say immediate.
That's what I was gonna go with, but
Is it like a
With a nice
concentration thing?
Nope.
Nice popping sound.
Okay. So you guys just gonna stand there at the edge of the dock, or?
So, I mean, like, did we have any
Well, it's
pre-warning of knowing what we're doing here yet? Because, I mean, I'm making sure before I just start asking questions to the people that would know.
well, I figure we should just start moving. I mean, there's only one direction to go in, unless you want to swim.
This was
Yeah, you guys-
Bupidu was telling you that this was the biggest settlement where you guys could actually get supplies, get gear, things like that. Plus, it's his home, and he wanted to get there. So did Hemeth, but Hemeth left you.
But, like,
And
there
we
was
can get
no warning or
Out of
anything
the
about like,
Underdark from here somehow?
And yes, you did. They told you that there might be a way to get out of the Underdark from here.
Well, let's work on that.
You see that the one guy, he's basically slumped down on all
The
fours
original
right now.
guy?
Yes, the guy that was standing there.
Hello?
Hey,
Welcome back.
Head Nog!
It's me, I think.
okay, you guys just got off the boat and are on the docks. 3 Duergar just popped out of nowhere and attacked the guy that was standing on the edge of the dock, and you guys are not sure what you're doing.
Let's
just
get off
move.
this dock and onto the main dock area. Yeah. Just have Bobo and Bupito lead us.
Alright, I got it. It's one of
We just landed on docks. We're figuring out how to get it in town right now. We're not sure if we should be cautious or not, so you know. So you're kind of basically where we're at. Kind of letting Bulby and Bupita take the lead, since it's their place.
You see Bupidu, he's kind of laughing and running excitedly, running way in front of all of you. Runs up these stairs and he's gone.
Okay.
Looks like it's on you now, Bulby.
Never liked that guy anyway.
Eldith says, you only knew him a couple days.
That was long enough.
You all see, just as quickly as they were there,
They're
they
gone.
disappeared. Yep. You see a slumped over, appears to be dead Duergar on the edge of the pier there.
There's nobody, no one else has noticed this on the pier.
Is there anyone else in the pier?
Nope.
I say we should get moving as soon as we can so we don't get blamed for that.
I kind of want to go over there real quick.
That's trouble. I'm telling you. Let's just go. Leave things be.
Well, you guys, I could just go over and take a look real quick, and you guys could just stand over, like, cover me.
You're gonna get blamed.
Yeah, that doesn't sound
Oh,
like
wait,
a
I
real
have
brilliant
the-
idea.
I have invisibility.
I mean, he's dead. There's nothing else we can do for him, right?
But who do you think they're gonna think killed him if we're standing near him?
Well, I can cast invisibility on myself. I'm gonna do that.
Unless you
Okay.
can give
How's
him
that help us?
water burial.
It doesn't help you. I'm just gonna go over there anyway.
Okay, you've cast it on yourself?
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm gonna go walk over there.
Okay.
I say let's hang here, guys, till we find out what the hell he's doing.
Um,
What do I see? Like, is there anything?
drop down into secrets.
Okay. Secrets. Where's that?
The voice channel and Discord.
Oh, gotcha. Uh,
He's telling him it's a dead body.
Hello?
Yes.
Just checking if I was still connected.
Yes, they're still, whatever they're doing over there.
Secret stuff.
Probably necrophilia.
It's not those
Yeah.
mage types.
What else do you do with the dead body?
Give it a water burial. Kick that shit in the water and be done.
I could talk to it on occasion, but probably speaks Drugar. It wouldn't do me any good.
I got PAX out this weekend, Scott. I'm gonna get to do my cosplay and all.
Oh, nice.
Just gotta get through 2 more work days.
I'll get to PAX eventually.
And my friend's going to something called Riley SuperCon out there in North Carolina this summer.
I don't think
Apparently,
I've ever heard of it.
it's in Raleigh, Raleigh, North Carolina.
Raleigh.
That thing. It's apparently a big one. It's called Raleigh SuperCon, I believe it's called.
oh, I know what. No, never mind.
Okay, so you guys saw Bulby disappear which he can't. Sean, you can't do it again for a day.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
Um,
Otherwise,
s-
like, why would I need these guys now? Just kidding.
you see him reappear over on the other side as a light, very similar to what you've seen Melvin do in the past. Coalesces around his hands as he's reaching towards this other Dorgar. And he seems to come back to life. You see the energy just pour into his chest, and looks like they're having some words. And you see the one grab Bolby's chest, like the scruff right under his beard, and that's about it. You see him walk away or stumble hurriedly away.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I missed some of that. I was in the other room for a second.
You're fine. What you guys doing?
I'd assume waiting for Bobby to come back over here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna head back. There's nothing else on that dock, is there? Other than blood stains.
I don't know.
So is he okay?
Alright, I'll just look. Can I look around just to see maybe he dropped something?
Roll perception. You don't see anything other than blood.
So he just dropped blood. Okay, I'll head back.
Okay.
So is he okay?
Well,
Is
he's
it-
a lot
it's
better than he
little
was
blood?
5 seconds ago. Alright, I'm ready to head into the city if you guys are.
As he gets back and you guys start questioning him, you hear several boot clomps coming your way very quickly, and you see 4 armored dwarves just pop up and say, "Halt! What business have you in Gracklstug?"
What language are they speaking?
It's this isn't common. They see that most of you are not from around here.
Hola, amigos. Trading, normal stuff. We're travelers.
Looking for a pint.
Place to rest our heads.
Something don't smell right.
That's probably our friend Teddick here.
Yeah.
I'll step out in front and speak to them and
You see another one pop up behind you, down there, just past words. Well, you don't know his name. Bobby does.
pretend you didn't hear that. Can I speak to them in Durgar? Or
Sure.
I'm gonna say to them that I'm here on business, and I have business at the Shattered Spire, and I'm not gonna say it's urgent. I'm just gonna say I have business there.
I said, "You've got business at the bar." We all got business at the bar.
And I laugh with them as he's laughing.
The one that's past you guys, down at the other end, he yells, "Looks like we've got blood over here, boys." Bulby, you understand that. Anybody else that speaks Dwarvish understands that too.
Okay, are they He's just like, are they moving over there? Away
No,
from us, or-
they're kind of trying to encircle you guys.
So they're trying to get us involved.
Yes.
Do they look like city guards? Or do they look like thugs?
They look like
They look like thug guards.
roll an intelligence check. I don't know how much about dwarves you know.
I know about dwarves, not Drugar necessarily.
Just give me a history. If that helps any.
It's got to be better than that.
It's a little better.
That isn't.
I didn't think I hit it the first time, and then it pops up twice. Sorry about that.
It's okay. From what you know of Dwargar, they're very plain people. These all seem to be wearing similar gear, and they all have a badge on them. So, from what you can tell,
So they look like the city guard.
they
or
look like
police or
this.
something.
Yes.
So probably better not to try and kick their ass right at the moment.
It's up to you guys.
Yeah, I don't
no.
think that's a good plan.
Not unless we want to like have to get back on the boat and go somewhere else.
Yeah, but- yeah. Even winning this wouldn't be a great plan. So
Right. Because I know the city, and I know there's more than 4 guards in the city. Or 5.
all right. So
Are they?
from the city,
Are they
talk
like?
us out
You
of
said
this.
they're encircling us. Are they trying to push? I say, kind of like forcefully yet pushing us that way, or no?
No, they're looking kind of aggressively, and they don't trust you. You just came out of nowhere, have no papers on you.
They didn't ask for papers.
Well, that's true. But all of a sudden, there's blood and an injured Dwargar that just kind of disappeared as well. In common again, they yell, "I think you lot ought to come with us. We're going to take you to Captain Black." What's her name? It's Black School.
like school.
Black Skull. Yeah, I was right.
I don't have any gold on me. It's something I just noticed.
You don't have gold?
No, there's nothing filled in.
No. That sucks.
Jim Jar.
What?
I'll say to them, like, quietly, like, we might be able to bribe our way out of this if somebody has some gold. Somebody can give me some gold, I could talk to them.
You
I mean, bribing
would know
kind of
better than that.
implies that we've done something wrong.
Oh, you're saying that it's not a good idea? Okay.
Yeah.
Admitting guilt.
I say
probably
we
we
just
should just-
could go with.
We got nothing to hide. Take us to the house, captains.
This is not gonna end well.
You know this guy?
No, but I know how things run here, and we'll probably end up paying for it anyway, so if we go with them.
What choice do we really
ask her.
have?
What is it that we need to talk with them about? Ask them that.
Well, yeah, they never saw me there because I was invisible, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they don't
Okay, so
know what's going on. So why don't we try to solve this right here at the dock?
Yeah. I'll just say, what's going on here? Why are we being taken into custody?
We've not seen you lot around here. There's fresh blood on the docks.
Where? Where's this blood that you speak of? There's none on us.
I mean, which dock? Because we're not even on the same dock. So like,
But you're the closest ones around, aren't you?
I'm pretty sure that guy over there is closer, but technicalities.
He's another guard.
Doesn't mean he's innocent.
True.
The guys we saw shank the other guy, did they look like these guys?
Roughly about the same height. From the distance, you could tell.
Well, they're all dwarves.
Yep.
Hey, some dwarves are slightly less vertical.
All three of the ones that you saw they looked like spectral blades almost. Glowing blue spectral blades.
Do these guys look like they have that?
They do not appear to have that. They have very nicely crafted short swords
Fancy.
hanging off their belt.
Yes, they are dwarves.
Are you gonna say anything to them, or?
Well, anything we say should probably go through Bowlby. Right at the moment, I would say. Why don't you want to tell them what you saw?
Not really. I don't think that'll even help us at this point.
You see them
They're not intent on leaving us, regardless of what we tell them.
True.
They start moving in a little closer and say, "On your way. Let's go see the captain." You guys going with them, or are you gonna put up a fight?
No, I'm not
I'll
gonna
go with
fight
him as long
him.
as they don't touch my stuff.
That is one thing. You notice that they don't bother with your weapons. They don't care that you have them. They want you to make sure they're away, keep them put sheathed and whatnot. They don't seem to care.
Shouldn't be a problem then, right, guys?
Yeah, we'll find out.
I mean,
This is basically, we're gonna have to do this anyway, so we might as well go. There's a good chance even if we had, even if we don't get stopped here, we would have gotten stopped halfway up into the city anyway. This happens very frequently.
okay, let's
Let's
go.
just stick together.
Okay, so you guys are going?
Yep.
Okay.
Should have saved my invisibility.
They walk you up the stairs, and as soon as they do, you are hit with the heat of the city.
Hold on a second, guys.
Okay.
Like heat coming out of like if it was a forge or something like that.
Yes, it's a very
Industrial.
Yeah, you can. You obviously, if you've got your sounds on, you can hear the hammering and stuff in the back. It's very sweltering. It's very sticky feeling, and over the entire city is a thick, thick fog. Let's see.
Go.
Does it smell like a forge?
It has a very distinct odor of sulfur. Um, yeah, it smells like a forge, but it smells like many, many, many forges.
Okay. Well, I kind
Um,
of used to that, so.
Sorry about that. I thought somebody was buzzing my my door, my place.
It's all good.
all right. So you guys are taken to a large keep. On the way there, you actually do go through what appears to be the merchant shops. It's very, very akin to a bazaar that you'd see in other big cities. Let's see. They lead you in to the hold and throw you all into a cell. And you wait there.
Roll it a cell?
Yep, they're
Okay.
putting you all into a cell.
We still all have our weapons and stuff, though.
Yep, they did not take your weapons.
Okay.
Apparently, they don't. They're not threatened by you.
Good.
This is their domain after all. After a long while in the dungeon cell, carved out of impressively thick stone, you're taken to an office and met by an imposing female gray dwarf. She's fully armored and bears an insignia you have not seen on any other Duergar. She is flanked by 2 stone guards who remain by the door. I am Captain Aird Blackskull, commander of the Stone Guard, she says, giving each of you a calculating look. Let me start by saying, you're worth nothing here in Gracklestug. Most of those in my command would sell you off in a heartbeat as the cheapest manual labor. However, I've learned to make much better use of adventurers like you. So, tell me, what are you doing on the docks?
Trying to come into town.
What business have you here?
Just usual traveler stuff. We like to rest, get some food.
My guards say that they found a pool of blood on the pier. And you were there.
On a different pier, yes.
There was no bloodbound where we were.
That may be. But I've seen many magics. I was not born just yesterday. I've got 500 years under this belt.
And I
Is it a nice
attempt
belt?
some flattery and say,
It
but
is a
you
nice
only
belt.
look 200.
You see, she kind of sneers at you. She says, "You wear the mark of one that is cast out. Why are you here?"
This is my last visit until I move on from this wretched underworld living.
You see, she spits. Good riddance. She says, "I wonder if If you say it wasn't you, then you had to have been there around the time of whatever happened. Blood doesn't show up for no reason. Did you see anything?
Ted Nog, this might be an impressive time to use your dwarven.
All I saw was I say this on Dwarvish, so it'll probably sound like goat cheese walking down the dock, but I saw was it a Jorgar? Kind of walk away, but that's all I saw. I didn't see any of the attackers or nothing.
Could you describe the one that walked away?
Very Jorgar-ish.
That doesn't help.
About same height as you. Sorry. Sorry, I didn't get a good look.
You see, she takes off her helm. Looks very exasperated. And you notice as she takes off her helm, she's mostly bald. Very unattractive by most standards of a dwarf.
I attempt flattery again and say, you are more radiant without that helmet blocking your face."
I say quietly in dwarven, "Shut up, dumbass."
I want to make a joke. How about we're both bald? I say, oh, I see you don't have to worry about helmet hair either.
That she comes up and elbows you in the groin.
Me or Ted Nug?
Ted Nug.
Oh, okay.
Oh, come on.
She's enamored with me now, right?
Of course.
No, she does not seem to be taking any type of flattery.
Ignoring me or like getting angry?
Ignoring you.
Aw, poo. She was getting angry. I know it's working.
She says maybe a few more days in the cell will loosen those lips. If that's all the information you have. I don't see what point we have on keeping you here.
May I speak?
I'll buy. I will support the local economy and all the local pubs and bars.
She laughs at this and says, "Do you think we need your money, orc?" Not even recognizing your half-orcness.
Orc.
Bah. It's all the same.
May I speak to her? This is Melvin.
She nods at you.
Our main goal in the city is basically to get out of the Underdark. We wish to buy supplies and leave your city in peace. What happened on the dock, we only saw from a distance from the far end of the other dock. So I'm not sure what good information would come from that.
Make a persuasion check. So there's nothing about what happened that you could tell me at all.
Did I see the glowing knives?
Yeah, you would have seen him when Ted Nog actually pointed it out, because they all appeared at the same time, and that was very odd. You've not seen a blade like this before.
The only thing I can say is that there was one guy and then three guys with glowing knives went in to stab him. And they were all Drugar, so to identify them it would be difficult for me because I'm not used to it.
Roll another persuasion with advantage on this one. She narrows her eyes a bit and holds her stubbly chin. Glowing blades, you say?
Glowing blue, I believe you said.
Interesting. It's the first time I've heard of these in public view. Maybe you're
They were
worth something
unfamiliar to
after
us
all.
as well.
I wouldn't say they're unfamiliar. More things of legend.
Good legend or bad legend?
That's yet to be determined. Troubling, to say the least. So you might be of use to me after all. You say you're trying to get out of here.
Yes.
Yep.
Then what did you stop in Gracklestug for?
We've been eating mushrooms and we haven't had much else. We need traveling supplies.
We've been told we could find a way to the surface from here by another one of our members who ran into the city screaming like an idiot, like he just got home. His name was Bupidu. And Boldy
shakes her head.
seemed to think we might have a way to get to the surface from here, or at least learn of a way to.
Well, we do have many trade with the surface dwellers as yourself. We have no direct route to the surface from here.
Understandable.
However, if you can do something for me, then I might make it worth your while.
Does it involve hitting something with an axe?
That depends, but I would tread carefully, orc.
What about a dwarven axe?
Calm down, Tinman.
Okay. Okay.
She says, and she looks around the room. She nods at her guards, who disappear and walk out the door. You see the door kind of shut behind them. Or you see the door shut, you don't know if they go through or not. She says, I've had a very high suspicion that there's corruption in the ranks among my own guard, as well as some of the other factions here in Gracklestug. If you can root out this corruption, I might help you with some equipment and some gear from our own armory.
I'm listening.
For safe passage out of here. And potentially move you on towards getting back to the surface.
That would be greatly appreciated.
So you do this for me.
I'd do anything for you. One more attempt at flattery.
She walks up like she's going to put her arm around you. She socks you right in the stomach, right in the solar
Ooh.
plexus. The air gets knocked out of your lungs.
I'm wheezing, but I look up
Melvin
and give
looks
her a
at
little
her
grin.
Melvin looks at her and nods, and kind of like,
And you wonder why you were outcast. She says, there's one other thing that I would like you to do for me. There's a Darrow who's been eluding my guards for some time. Goes by the name of Droki. Been causing mischief, sowing chaos through the streets. If you're able to,
let me guess that was the guy who got stabbed.
I do hope so. It'd be easier to find that way.
So you're gonna
She said-
let us go do the things to town as long as we try to help you at the same time?
Aye.
Should we get some kind of like papers or pass or something so we won't get roughed up by your men again?
Aye. And she nods again, and you see the door open, and 2 guards walk back in. And she gives you all badges.
Non-stinking ones.
And tells you that that these will allow you to move, I wouldn't say unhindered, but they'll know that you are working with the Stone Guard, which are her basically her police force.
Now, does she want us to bring in this Jiroki into custody, or to just dispatch him?
She would like you to try to bring him in, but if you can't, then if it comes down to killing him, then bring his body back. She tells you that she believes that he's linked to a conspiracy involving the Council of Savants, and potentially even with the other clans in Gracklestug. She tells you that if you can do this for her, she will make sure that you have safe passage out of Gracklestug, along with what she had promised you out of the armory.
Is this Jiroki a magic user of any kind?
Are you asking her? I'm guessing.
Yes.
She says, hold on. She says that he's been spotted doing tricks. he seems to be more of a nuisance and riot instiller. Getting the other Darrow worked up and causing mischief in the Blade Bazaar, which is the area that you walk through to get here. Okay. If you guys want to take a pee break, go for it, because I could actually use it too.
All right.
All right.
Okay, I'm back.
I don't think anyone else is yet.
Okay.
Back. Got my Italian ice.
Woot.
All right, back. Sorry.
Okay. Do you have any questions for her?
Where was he last seen?
Do we have a
Any-
map of the city so we know where we're going?
Yeah.
General area we might find out?
Hold on. I think I can show this. All right. Show to players. Show everyone. Okay. Is that a good spoon?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Okay. So you should all see the map on there.
Mm-hmm.
At the top half is where you're at. In the upper, let's see, the upper. If you see the docks to the right hand side, the one that's closest, the building closest to the right of that last dock is where you're at currently. There is a wall, if you look straight down from there, that runs all the way across the city. You are allowed to get to that wall.
But not the other side.
Currently not the other side. This is
Where?
called, where the area that you're in is called the Dark Lake District. The middle section is called where it looks like a big crevice with bridges and things going across. and tunnels. That is called Ladegar's Furrow. Off to the left of that is West Cleft District.
Okay, so
And
that isn't the wall. The wall is like halfway between there and the dock, right?
Correct. Yes. Yep. You'll
Gotcha,
notice if
okay.
you look at really close, there's a wall that
Yeah.
most of those stalagmites and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't see that at first, but
Yep.
Okay.
And let's see. Off to the left in the furrow is called the West Cleft District, and off to the east is the East Cleft District. It's easy enough. And to give you kind of a scope of how big this area is, about an inch is equal to
1 mile.
pretty close. Yeah.
Oh, really?
1600 feet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so third of a mile.
Yeah. So it's pretty big.
It's easy to get lost.
You asked about Droki's last last known location. He's often seen in the Blade Bazaar.
Okay. Where's that?
That's the area that you guys walk through to get to the keep where you're at right now.
Okay.
But he's been seen other places as well.
Right. Is there a good place to get information, like as a starting point?
Like a pub or inn or something?
Where is the Shattered
Yes.
Spire to? Located? What district?
The
It
what?
is in. It is in the Dark Lake district, and it's right where you guys came in.
Okay.
She tells you that the only inn in the area that will allow non-Dwargar is called the Golbrorn's Lair. The Golbrorn's Lair. I'll spell it out for you.
Yes, please do. Yep.
For those of you that speak Dwarvish, a Golbrorn is bullet in Dwarvish.
What is it?
Okay. It's a
Bullet.
big burrowing creature.
Yep.
Okay.
It has a
Kind of looks like a beetle, big giant beetle type thing. Ish.
kind of. So that is the only inn that will allow you. There is a tavern called the Shattered Spire that sticks out on off the docks on a broken stalagmite that sticks out about 40 feet from the shore. Do you have any other questions for her?
I'm gonna ask her when she gets off work.
Careful, boy.
She rubs her chin and kind of almost bites her tongue and is like, "You don't learn, do you? Maybe I'll let the rest of them go and you can just rot away in the cell."
Will you be here?
Oh, boy. Get him out of my sight.
I grab him by his collar and lift him up and start dragging him away.
See you next time. And I give her a little wave.
And I say in Dwarvish, sorry.
I'll let them get ahead so I can ask her something on my own.
Okay.
I say we, the rest of the group, go to the Shattered Spire first. Yeah.
Did any of the NPCs are they Other than Bupidu, did any of them want to get here, and are they still hanging with us?
They currently seem to be hanging with you. Fargus is kind of still acting dejected and mopey. Jim Jar and Stool are coughing profusely in this air.
I take Fargus aside and say, if we get this completed and they get us the way out of here, we'll be that much quicker to go help your people. So cheer up. This may be a route home.
In fact, it's our only way home that we even know about right now.
So let's look positive. Keep your chin up.
So I'm going to the Shattered Spire.
Okay, are you all going there?
Yeah, I think that's where we were playing. That's what Sal said, right? Wanna go?
No, I didn't say that, but it depends on her answer for me.
Okay.
Okay.
I think Ted Dog said that.
Yep, sure
Oh,
did.
okay. Sorry. You sound a lot alike.
Sure, we do.
So we go into the Shattered Spire or whatever?
Yeah.
I'm going. Yeah.
Okay.
Sal's talking with Captain Black Skull at the moment.
Oh, I'm sorry. We were role-playing walking.
All right, I'll go on with him.
Okay. As you guys are escorted out, the heat hits you again. For many of you, it's somewhat of a relief because you've been walking through the dank tunnels for so long, but the thick smog is just extremely hard to breathe, and you've noticed that it's getting harder to breathe.
That doesn't bother me, does it? Because I've been here.
It still can affect you. You have been here, and you've been a part of it for a while, but it's still. It's not natural.
Yeah, I haven't really missed this much.
Is there anything about the city as you guys get out that you want to know?
How are we observed by people we pass? Do we see any other non-Drugar?
That's a good question. As you are looking around, this city is quite busy. You see a lot of Duergar busily moving, going down the streets. You see several how do I want to put it? Other races being corralled, very similar to how you were being treated back in Velkenvelv, chained up together by the necks, by the ankles. You see other humans, you see orcs, there's some dwarves in there, some kobolds, some grimlocks.
Do we see any that aren't? That are
You do.
you know,
You
that
do
aren't-
see. Yes, you do see other races that are moving around freely. especially as you start getting back into the Blade Bazaar, where all the shops and market vendors and stuff are. You
How about reactions
you
to our
don't see
drow?
you don't see a whole lot of drow. There are a few, but if you remember what Hemeth had said and what I think Bolby even said, that they're Dorgar don't get along with drow all that well. They'll do business with them, especially if it's making them money, especially more so in the slave trade business.
But it really is only because of money.
But
No, I'm just saying that's the only reason they'll ever do money.
well, for the most part, yes. They don't like drow all that much. You do see that Sereth is getting more looks than the rest of you.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
You do see, I would say, a decent share of deep gnome as well. And they do kind of all. I would say they notice Jim Jar out of your group. There are several dwarves, regular dwarves that are there. They don't look too happy. They're most of the. I don't want to say surface dwarfs, but the non-dark dwarves aren't fan of Duergar, but they do acknowledge their craftsmanship. So a lot of them do come to see what they have for sale.
Trade with you.
Right. Eldith is not a fan of seeing all the dwarven slaves that she's seeing corralled, as they seem to be her people. What else do you see?
Yeah, we're gonna want to keep an eye to make sure nobody gets any funny ideas about grabbing her.
You do see
Well,
several Darrow. They look more like street rats, bums, kind of on the streets and scrounging around, laying around, scratching themselves. It's and some of them you see like digging at themselves and making themselves bleed. They just look like the scum of the society. Let's see. There are several Duergar that look like they're leading cattle, if you will, but their cattle are giant tarantulas. And there's a few that you actually see riding these tarantulas that look to be part of the Stone Guard.
Interesting.
And you look up in the air and you notice that it's several hundred feet. This cave that the city is built in is huge. And one of the times you look up, you actually see a huge red dragon circling. And it seems to come landing down farther in the distance.
Yeah, that's good. Farther away is better.
Is this on the map?
You get any fear from it?
Is this normal for them?
What? I heard a few questions. What was that?
I was asking if it's normal for this dragon to just fly around. Are other people kind of like scared or?
Nobody seems to really even pay attention or notice. You see a few of the surface dwellers kind of point up, and they look afraid or whatever, but most everybody else is kind of unaffected, unfazed.
I was gonna say, the map still shows us on the docks. Are we
Yeah, I've just. That's for the music. You guys haven't gotten anywhere
Okay.
yet. You were heading towards the Shattered Spire, correct?
Right.
Yeah. I'd say we probably should talk to some of the dwarves, regular dwarves, if we can find, or someone more surface-like, before we start taking off Drugar, who
Ah,
might
that music's
be on
better.
the side of the other guy.
That's some jovial Duergar music.
I can't see nothing yet.
Oh,
Bottom left corner.
I know where we're at. It's all black.
oh, and I forgot to put up the walls. Oh well. You should see something now.
Yeah.
I'm going in.
Same.
I'm gonna stick with Bulby.
Okay.
I'll follow Ted Nook. He seems to be familiar with these kind of places.
Are we greeted by anybody or no?
Yep. Give me just a second here.
What the hell are those? Look like dragons.
Those are kobolds.
Little dragons.
Oh, okay. Little dragons.
They're probably cool. Don't worry about it.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna take a scan and look around for just to see if I see anyone I know.
Hold on.
What is that?
I don't know, but I'm pretty excited.
Those are orcs. Who's that other guy? Another orc?
We'll have to find it.
Eh.
I'll find out.
Considering this is one of the few places we can actually go in, let's not make too much trouble here.
All of the trouble.
Depends on who you talk to.
Okay. So as you guys enter, you are greeted by a kobold that kind of is running around carrying drinks and things. And he says, "Welcome to the Shattered Spire. I haven't seen you in here before. Please take a seat and let me know what I can get you to drink."
How tall is this guy?
About 4 foot, 4.5, 5, between 4.5.
So he's
4 foot.
pretty big kobold then.
You do see that there's one behind the counter. He has wings. Seems to be running the place. Bulby, you said you're scanning the room.
Mm-hmm.
Run
Do
a.
we want to go?
Go ahead.
So, do we want to go across to the bar, or we get a sit at a table?
I'd say a table's pretty good.
Okay.
Um,
I'm letting them go ahead of me.
okay. Yeah. So. Bulby, you do notice that there is a Dwargar that's kind of over by the fire. He's got a couple deep gnomes with him. You recognize him.
Where is this? Fire.
Over by the hearth.
Oh, I see. Yep.
Lizard.
I'm gonna head there.
Okay.
Lagartija.
Let's go over there.
Where the rest of you guys going?
I'm trying to figure out what a good spot is.
I'm just gonna. You guys check out the bar. Get yourself a drink.
Should we listen to him, or should we get the table up above him?
I was honestly thinking the table up above the works, but like slightly to the side.
Really? You want to be? Oh, okay. Like above it.
Yeah, up on the upper tier.
Go ahead, Tadnug, lead the way.
All right, but I'm gonna use my teleport ability.
They're out of. They're up there now.
Okay. Yep, they seem to be up there. You're.
Can I drop down?
Your party member doesn't want to be very party-like.
Nah, it's fine. We're not near him. It makes sense.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, if the kobolds are 4 foot something, I'm 4'10", so they're about my size. So you have an idea, so to say. I may as well take this chance to go ahead and pee again. So I'll be right back.
So how mad would you be if I went down and talked to the other orcs?
Alright, I'm back. You there, Tednick?
Yep, I'm here.
What do you suppose they use that center stage for?
Cobalt can.
What'd you say?
I was gonna say karaoke, but
Cobalt can.
I'll
The
actually
guy we're looking for is Jerryoki.
I'll actually be asking Nick in character just in case if nearby people have to hear it and I want to, but Sal's looking to perform in this town, so I'll probably bring it up to Ted Nick.
Cool.
perform as a night wrestling.
Yes.
Nice.
Just had to figure it out.
Lagartija. Lagartija.
Legateja.
Are we having like food and drinks and
Lagartija.
stuff at the tables? Is anybody here?
I think we're still waiting on Nick. Right on cue.
Okay.
I don't think anyone's came to service though.
I was gonna say, I'm still not trusting anybody here yet. Whatever they bring to us, if you guys wait a second, I'll make sure everything's safe to eat and drink.
You guys still haven't gotten anything yet?
It's like someone had control of the god or something.
You see one of the kobolds come up and is actually following Bolby up the stairs. He says, "Sorry, it's been hell here tonight. What can I get you?"
Have a couple of ales and
What you got to eat?
yeah.
On special tonight, we've got smoked rothy. We've also got some Umberhulk steaks. We've got a fungi salad. It's pretty good.
You guys want to just have him bring a bunch of stuff to the table and we eat it and drinks around?
Yeah. And it can eat really good bread on that too.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Y'all
Yeah,
look
do
like
that.
you're from out of town. Have you tried the Dark Lake Stout? They make it here in town.
Let's do it.
I'll try it.
Okay. Just letting you know, since this is the only place you can get it, it's pretty expensive. So, I hope you guys got the coin.
We're good.
Okay, I'll be back. See you.
Oh, hold on. Listen,
Hey, yes.
what's up with the center stage there?
Oh, well, sometimes we've got bards that come up and perform at these Durgar. They don't really care much for performances usually, but
Nothing more interesting?
yeah. Well, I don't know. Who's asking?
Well, me, of course, is El Salvador Escarlata. You may have heard of me. But let me let us eat it all, and we can talk later. Let me talk to your manager.
Oh, okay.
Your boss.
I'll let me go get the food and drinks. I'll be back. And he goes down. You see him walk down there to the other kobold there. Yes. Want to do anything while you're waiting there?
Yeah, I look towards the group and I kind of say, hey, listen, we might want to take that food to go. I don't think we should stick around here for too long.
Why is that?
I
what's
just
up?
got this weird suspicion that something might go down. Plus, I kind of want to, and I don't mean necessarily right here in the bar, but maybe in the city. So I think we should try to get as much as we can get done as quickly as possible. Get Black Skull's stupid quest out of the way so we can move on.
As you guys start talking, you notice that the two door guard that are sitting down by themselves down here both jump up on the table and start fist punching each other right in the face. One of them actually swells up and takes up majority of the table, and yeah, they're breaking the table and breaking chairs and things like that, smacking each other. You see a few of the other patrons get up and start walking over there, and you see the kobold who is bringing your stuff back to you. They knock his tray over, so he's got to go get some more.
Fuck. You just had to sit upstairs, huh?
Well, I was gonna
Does
pick
any-
the table by the
Does
bar.
anybody else seem to be noticing that?
Yeah, everybody kind of stops what they're doing and is looking. You see the group table of humans that are sitting down below you. They're starting to get up, but don't know if it's their place to or not. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, I think we just hang and see what happens.
Yeah, waiting for
I think it's
food.
our place to step in.
Drink.
You don't want to step in.
That's
And-
kind of what I'm thinking.
About 20, 30 seconds later, the one that got big gets back to normal size again, and looks around, looks at the other one, and starts picking up the chair and trying to clean up the table and stuff. Looks over at the barkeep and puts a sack of gold on there. They both walk out together. Or a sack of coin, you don't know what's in it. The kobold that had your stuff, he looks up at you to see if you've noticed or not.
Just kind of like wave the food on. Come on, bring us food.
Lick my beak at him.
Okay.
We're tired of frickin' mushrooms, dude. Get us some food.
Well, remember, you said bring everything. He's bringing some mushroom salad.
It's okay. We can mix that with the other stuff.
Okay.
Is Stool okay with that?
I mean, if he hasn't been okay with it, it's the wrong time to speak up.
I mean, it's more like a nudging joke or whatever.
I can eat just about anything, Ted Nug. Don't you remember? I've even eaten other mushrooms. And one day, I may eat you. It is the circle of life.
And one day I might eat you, so goes along with that food. Anything that looks like food, just free game.
I act startled because I thought the chair was talking. Because he kind of looks like a chair. I was like, oh.
Okay. Let's see here. All right. So the kobold comes up and he clears a path and puts down all your
As he's putting it down and it's all in like one place, I cast Purify food and drink to make sure there's no poison or disease in it.
Hey! We run a respectable business around here. You think we?
You would. It's an instantaneous thing. You wouldn't even know what I was doing.
You're waving your hand around the food.
Just my religious ritual.
All right. And he walks around to Sal. He says, "So, you into entertaining then?"
See, yes, I am. It just depends.
He's a stripper.
No, it's nothing like that.
He looks you up and down. He's like, "With that, buddy?"
Hey, there's a market for everyone.
Look, you're not into the birds. I get it.
Right?
Anywho, this town looks like it could use some entertainment. Besides birds.
You got that right.
Where I come from, I was
Hey! Can keep your voice down. We don't need this getting out.
I am being quiet. What are you talking about?
Hey! Come on, man.
I don't get this guy. I'm talking normal, and he says I'm not quiet.
Maybe we should. Why don't you come back when everybody else is starting to leave?
Fine.
Melvin's chowing down.
As am I. There's a mug in one hand and just fistful of food in the other.
The stout is very, very bitter. You've had dark beers before, but this is almost brackish. Wouldn't say it's bad, but it's quite potent. It's probably around 17 to 18% alcohol content if you were to put it in real world terms.
So stronger than normal dwarven ale?
Yes, it's really, really
Only
strong.
by a hair.
It almost leaves a coating on the back of your throat, and it really has a thick, frothy head.
How's the food taste?
Surprisingly, it's not bad. The meat. Do you want to know what it's made out of?
You don't want to know what it's made out of.
One of them is the Rothy is actually spider.
Tell me that, and Melvin just keeps eating. Yeah, cool.
Tastes good enough.
He says, "All right, I'm glad you like it. If you need anything else, just throw your arm up. I'll come back." And you see him head off. He stops and talks with the deep gnomes for a minute. Anything else you guys want to do while you're in here?
Did you find out any information there, Bobo?
I just kind of like look down and then look up and I say, it's kind of why I want to get moving.
Well, you want to relay some of this information while we're here so we can discuss it, and then we'll get moving as soon as we get done eating.
It's really mostly about what we were tasked to do here, and
Yeah, well, that's why I was asking. What'd you find out?
what I found out, it was kind of cryptic, but the man I was with was an old friend of mine, and he basically said we had very little time left to be in this city. So
Something about the Council of Savants?
yeah, that was brought up. But he like it was very brief.
Any idea where we can find this Cherokee dude?
We just start at that the last place that he was seen, which was the I forgot the name of it, the Blade something. Blade Bazaar, yeah.
Okay.
I just get this funny feeling like we don't want to be here all days. We want to be out of here, if possible, by tomorrow.
Okay. Well, how you coming there, Ted Nug? Good?
I'm good.
Jim Jar looks up and says, I highly doubt we're going to be out of here by tomorrow.
I throw a piece of spider at his head.
Hey, no playing with food.
He catches it in his mouth.
Now, did you say you bet we won't be out of here by tomorrow?
You bet your ass I did. Hey, Melvin, what do you want to bet we'll be out of here or we won't be out of here by tomorrow?
Nice try.
You'll get them one time.
One of these days.
Well,
You see
felt
Jim
good. I
Jar.
get a good mirror and a good ale in there. I'm ready to go start taking a look around if you guys are.
Jim Jar walks over to the other deep gnomes, pulls out his die.
I'm gonna go over and just kind of look casually behind, see what's going on. I'm just curious.
Looks like they're playing some type of gambling game.
CeeLo.
Talking, well, actually, probably you wouldn't be able to hear what they're talking because it's kind of loud in there.
Is there anything adorning these deep gnomes that's familiar to me in any way? Because they were with.
No, not really.
Okay.
I kind of want to go over to the table of works.
Okay.
You got enough liquid courage for that yet?
I'll bring a glass or a mug with me.
Okay. Oi! What's a half orc doing over here?
Is this an orcish?
Pure bloods only, kid.
Can I buy him around?
Sure, you can buy us around. Don't mean squat though.
I just don't see too many orcs around here.
A wager not. Being half human yourself.
Hey, it has its perks sometimes.
Weakness.
Well, weakness can be a hidden strength.
They
Know
kind
of
of
any other fine establishments around here?
sure do. The
Hell,
slave
that-
pens. Get
they
out
only
of here,
want-
runt.
Hey, they only want the full week.
Persistent, aren't you?
I just hadn't spoke Orcish in a while. First ones I've seen. I'm a traveler, so don't mind me too much.
Oh, don't
Alvin
worry.
Takes note of that.
And I'll
What's
just
that?
head to the bar.
Alvin takes note of that because he can speak Orc too.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of walk towards the railing here and kind of glance down at these table over here.
The of humans.
Yeah, just I'm trying to do it non-suspiciously, but I
Okay.
just want to see if they look, if
But
anything
in a way
looks
that it's so
interesting.
suspicious you can't be missed.
Right.
Just for the hell of it, roll stealth.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say. Okay. Yeah, they don't see you. That was a natural 20 if you didn't. If
No,
it's in
I
green,
know.
it's a
Yeah, I got it. I figured
From the
green's
upper
a
rail-
green's a good color.
Now he's stealthy from the humans below. From the upper railing, does he look stupid, like skulking behind the fence?
No, he kind of. It's from their vantage point, they can't barely see him anyway.
Okay.
Are you trying to listen into their conversation or something, or?
Yeah, and maybe just see what they're wearing and if anything looks off or familiar.
No, I mean they. From the few humans that you've seen before, they're wearing what. I mean, it's normal. It seems a normal attire. Obviously, much more brightly colored than what most of the Dorgar are wearing, which is mostly grays and grays, blacks, whites, and brown, tannish colors.
Right. Can I hear anything of the conversation?
You can pick up. Roll perception. Yeah, you pick up bits and phrases. You hear him talking about
The bobbins.
a Darrow, and you hear him being described with a tri-point hat with looked like hangy. What is it? Tentacles kind of off the side, off the edges. You hear that he was jumping across the tents in the Blade Bazaar, where they were trying to sell their fabrics.
These humans were trying to sell their fabrics?
Yes, one of the two of them were trying to sell fabrics. One of them was trying to sell some food, vegetables and things that aren't native to the Underdark.
So exotics.
Salted meats and things like that, right?
Yep.
And you hear the other one agree, say, yeah, he got to my my tent as well. And that's about all you could hear.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of go back and relay this information. To Stool.
To the party that's mostly away.
Yep.
Well, Sal's feeling adventurous. He's gonna go down there and just start talking to him, anyways.
Okay.
Hey, what do y'all brings y'all here? I am El Salvador Escarata. You may have heard of me.
Ah! Oh, my! You gave us quite the fright. El Salvador, you say?
See. If you're from the above ground, maybe you've heard of me.
Are you one of the wrestlers?
Oh, you have heard of me. Finally, I mean, yes, that's me.
I believe we have. I've seen one of your matches. What are you doing here?
It's a long story. What are y'all doing down here?
Wow, we're just traders in the area, trying to make some coin.
So do y'all normally come from above ground down here to bring more goods?
Occasionally, we stop here and go on to a few of the other settlements along the or in the Underdark, and then back up above to the surface and kind of trade what we've collected here to bring back up.
How far away is it from here?
We've been traveling. What is it? 3 months now? And you see the woman look at him and say, "Yes, it's about 3 months. It's it is quite a while. There's not an easy way to get out and back and forth. I'll tell you that.
Is it really worth the trip all the way down here?
It can be. It depends on what we can bring down and what the tariffs are at the time. This place changes all the time, as do some of the other settlements.
Besides your trade, why, how have they accepted you so easy here? We kind of had a hard time getting in here.
It was hard for us the first few times as well. They always question us, but by now they've known us. We've been doing this for about 15 years.
That's quite a long time. Have you seen any other of the wrestlers from the events down here ever?
Down here, no, we've not seen any. But he looks around, makes sure nobody's listening, and goes, "But you know, that is one thing they are missing."
I agree.
And just to let you know, there's something special about this place.
Is security a little bit more lax here, or people are at least a little bit more adventurous, it seems?
In the after hours, things change.
Who should I talk to about these changes?
I would go talk with Lorcar, the one behind the bar.
Thank you very much. Maybe we can arrange something here.
Hope to see you soon, my friend.
I appreciate it. Always nice to meet a fan.
And he actually stands up and gives you a deep bow.
I'll hug him uncomfortably.
Well, thank you, Sir El Salvador.
No problem. And I'll go ahead and head back upstairs with a giant grin, as best as a bird can grin.
Okay.
Your feather's a bit fluffed out.
Of course.
All fidgety.
He's got a strange plume of erect feathers on the back of his neck.
Tednook, well, we need to discuss something after here.
All right.
So now that everyone's... Well, where the hell's Melvin? Oh, I see him. Now that everybody's around, I'll say that this humans were talking. They said they spotted a man not long past... well, not a man, a Darrow, with a pointy hat and tentacle appendages or whatever hanging from the hat. I don't know.
Yeah,
That
knock
could have been...
twist on his head.
Yeah, something like that. It could have. I didn't hear everything, but it could have been that. He was kind of stealing their stuff and running around and causing kind of trouble. And this was not too long ago, a day or so past. And he was bound. He was last seen where Black Skull was telling us was the Blade Bazaar.
Okay. Should we head over there?
I mean, that's the best place to start. Who drew the mug and the cup?
It's not me this time.
What do you guys want to do?
You making a frappuccino or is that a beer?
Let's go to Blackstone.
You guys are starting to get a bit tired. You do notice that some of the people are kind of leaving.
Yeah. We should probably figure out accommodations too.
It was me who drew the mug.
This is just a tavern, right? The inn is the other place. The
Correct. Yep.
Goldborn's lair.
Yep.
wait, how did you say it in Dwarven or Duergar?
That is.
Something like that. Yeah.
I understood that.
Hey, that was pretty good, Melvin.
Fully fluent.
If you just refine it a little bit, you could pass yourself off as an illiterate 3-year-old Duergar.
Like you?
And I get up and walk away.
Looks like most of the people have kind of cleared out.
Let's get out of here.
I'll take my time to talk to the barkeep. You can do that separately if you want.
Are you flying across the room?
Nah, it doesn't need to be that dramatic yet.
Oh, okay.
Did you want me to do it like now with that, or you want to follow?
No,
that
you
stuff?
can. You can.
Hey, barkeep! I got the proposition for you.
Hey.
Your stage. I hear you don't have very good entertainment here.
Yes, the door guard don't let us keep much entertainment. Not on display, at least.
Well, where I come from, there's the great sport of luchador. It's a fantastic It's a fantastic moves of sparring between two men, or women, or midgets, or whatever you want. It could be even more than that. But your little square there is just like about the perfect size for something like this.
We really shouldn't be drawing attention, but said something down there.
That, it probably wouldn't be advisable on that little square. See, if any of the Stone Guard were to come in here, and they'd come in here quite often, and he looks around, and you see him kind of cast his hands out. Can't tell what he's doing. He gets in closer to you and he says, "They could be here right now."
It's no problem. Look, I have it in good faith that the captain would even give her blessing as long as we keep it quiet.
Roll deception.
Well, I'll show the badge to you.
Okay. Okay. Roll deception with advantage.
Nice.
Shit. All right. Hold on.
He's passionate.
Okay. He says, "Really now? Wonder why she didn't just come to me in the first place." Well, as I said, can't really do it on display. Sometimes the king walks in here, and sometimes other high-ranking officials come in, and even if the captain says it's okay, I'd rather not spend my time being taken care of, if you know what I mean.
Do you have any better idea? This town really seems like it needs it.
Oh, I'll tell you, we do need it. I've got a place under the inn. I think it'll be right up your alley.
Ah. So is this something you want me to let the captain know, or is this still between us?
I'd feel kind of safer if just between us.
Now, I'm used to big, extravagant crowds. Are we going to have that?
There's a good amount. There's not everybody is as prim and proper as they may appear here.
And when do you think something like this should happen?
Usually within a few hours. I will say, there's usually an entrance fee, though.
How big are we talking here?
25 gold apiece, but a winner gets a cut of it.
But this sounds more less sparring and more like a real fight?
Kind of. Not to the death. Just a knocked out.
I'll have to see about getting the money, but I'll do my best to get you.
How do you feel about your friends up there?
Participating or watching?
Either.
Some may, and some may not, on both ends.
All right. Come back in a couple hours, and tell you what. You put on a good show. I'll see what I can do about hooking you up over at the inn for your people.
All right, sounds like a plan to me. And I'll go back with another big shit-eating grin.
Oh boy. I take it we're not leaving.
I got a good proposition for us. I might be able to get us some rooms. Depending on
At
who's
what
interested.
cost?
25 gold per person that wants to have a nice time.
Eldith
Pretty
looks
sure the
at you
bed's gonna cost
questioningly and
that.
says, "A nice time."
I'll do a fist into my palm, punching it.
Oh, I'm following you.
Yeah, he just said to come back here in a couple of hours, and anyone that wants to participate has to pay. If you want to watch, you can watch. It'll be a good time with El Salvador.
I'm in for it.
Well, I have no gold, so
Good thing you bring that up, because neither does El Salvador, and I'll need to borrow 25.
All right, El Salvador. Me and you.
Oh,
Tag
right.
team duo pair.
I don't know if that's allowed, but we can ask, and maybe it'll make a good show.
And me as the DM, don't forget you guys have stuff you could sell, trade, things like that too. To get some cash.
I don't appear to have anything.
You should.
There's nothing on my sheet.
Yeah, I don't even
But
remember if I was supposed to start with
something
gold. I just never put it on my thing.
Yeah, I got stuff to sell, but we don't need it right now.
We
You
got
should have
to.
money, Ted. No, don't you?
I got money. I don't need to sell anything.
We got time.
You guys should have plenty of money.
We can go out and spend some, time in the market, but we need to be back here in a couple hours.
I'm gonna, before anybody leaves, I'm gonna kind of sit down and, I'm just gonna pull the one sack out and kind of pull my hands, rub them together, and pull one at a time. I'm gonna pull out my stones that I got,
Okay.
and I'm gonna pass them to everybody and give everybody one.
Okay. So Bulby is giving you all an obsidian gemstone.
What is this?
An obsidian gemstone. It looks to be worth
Whoa.
roughly 10 gold pieces each.
Oh, he's trying to sell it to me?
No. he's
No, I'm
giving-
just
I
giving
think
it to
he's-
you.
Yeah.
What's it do?
It buys you shit.
I got gold. I don't really need any stones, but hold on to it.
You never know, you might need it. In a pinch.
You said it was like an obsidian stone or something?
Yep. Small. It's maybe the size
Like a rock?
of a nickel. Yeah.
I say, it may seem like it's not worth much, but in this city it might be worth more than it is elsewhere. It also might be worth, I don't know much about the surface, but it might be worth more up there than it is down here.
Okay. So what are we doing?
We got a couple hours before we got to get here, so we can go to town.
Yeah. Judging by how people are leaving and stuff like that, you probably estimate that it's around 8 o'clock in the evening.
What is this, a Tuesday night or something out here?
Yeah, it's probably during the weekday.
Well, I'm gonna get to know Stu a little bit better if we're staying. I'm gonna ask him about his parents.
Okay.
Is there enough time to go maybe shop around for, or just kind of see what kind of weapons are around for sale?
Um,
Let's find whoever's craftsmanship around here. I don't want to miss out on it.
are you asking me or are you asking somebody there?
I'm asking you. Is that, or is it enough time to actually go do that?
Um, I
Well,
will
if the
say
bar's
that as you
closing down
guys
at 8
were,
at night,
well, I'm not. The bar's not closing, but most of the people are leaving now.
would the
It
other
seems to be less
businesses
busy
and
now.
shops be closing?
Yes.
Okay, well, never mind.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Um,
So as you guys were kind of walking through earlier, you noticed that a lot of them were starting to close up. Keep in mind when you got there and got arrested, you did stay in the cell for several hours, or what it seemed to have been. So a good part of your day was taken up in that. Do you guys want to end it here?
I mean, it's pretty much 8 o'clock anyways.
Yeah, it's probably
Or-
a safe time to end it.
Okay. So next time, which should be in 2 weeks.
I'm not 100% sure I can, because I can start moving out on the 20th,
Okay.
but I'll let you know.
Okay. No.
I don't have that much stuff, so it could easily be done by that time.
Okay. So if you can make it, that would be cool because I'll do kind of what you wanted to do.
Right.
If not, we'll do something else. So.
I mean, I'm off all that week, so it's not like I can't take the time. As long as everything
Okay.
goes smoothly and, I'm not, like, stuck without power or internet or something like that.
Okay. I know tonight probably went a little slower, but trying to get the feel for Gracklestug that it's not
No, that's fine.
what you guys may have thought to begin with. So,
No, that's fine. That makes sense.
and I'm going to be completely honest, this is the most complex, convoluted part in the whole book, and everything is all over the place, so bear with me as I go through this because it's trying to find everything that I need to find. It's a pain. And I even have notes, so.
Oh, because it's such
Got
a
a
big
question for
city,
you.
a lot of shit can happen.
Yes.
All right.
Do we get XP for tonight?
Like
Yeah,
random wrestling matches that wouldn't normally happen.
Because I'm like 100 point from leveling, so.
Right. Yes, and you did really good in role playing and kind of moving along. I'm going to say everybody's going to get. I'm going to say 300 XP. Not a whole lot, but it should put some
That
of
levels
you
me.
over. Okay. It shouldn't level Ted Nug as well, probably.
what's the limit?
14,000, I think, to sixth level.
I'm pretty
Okay.
close.
I was only at 13,000.
Oh,
I mean, Ted
you
Nugget.
should have been.
Yeah, it should be the same, right?
At least like really close to Melvin and stuff.
Yeah, you should be at Melvin. So yeah, if Melvin leveled, I'm gonna have you leveled as well because you guys been playing every time. So yeah, both of you will be level 6.
All right.
You want us to do a roll for the
Yeah.
hit points or anything tonight?
Yeah, so go ahead and roll a hit die for both of you, and that'll automatically tell me what you get. That adds all your bonuses and all that crap too.
I just add that straight to my health rate.
How do you do it?
where it says hit dice, just click on that.
That gives me my Constitution bonus and everything.
Yep. Yep. So yeah, just add whatever you rolled to your maximum hit points and your current hit points. Level 6, Ted Nug, I know you get a new ability. Let me see. I think you get to pick a totem animal. You can keep a bear again, or you can go to something else.
Yeah, I get.
And I'm trying to see. Hold on one sec. What you get, if you get any. I think you might get spells.
Yeah, I get another 3rd level spell. Plus,
You get 2 channel divinities and a divine domain feature, which for light is
I can cast Warding Flare on for somebody else now.
yes.
So if somebody else is getting attacked, I can put disadvantage on their attack if they're within like 30 feet or something.
Okay. And or if you wanted to multi-class, you can do that too. I don't.
No, not yet.
So, Ted Nug, if you're sticking with Barbarian, you can do the Bear, which doubles your carrying capacity. You also have advantage on strength checks made to push, pull, lift, or break objects. Eagle, which gives you the ability to see up to a mile away with no difficulty, even able to discern fine details of something no more than 100 feet from you. And dim light does not impose disadvantage on your perception checks. Elk makes you travel faster while you guys are actually traveling. Tiger gain 2 proficiency skills in athletics, acrobatics, stealth, or survival. And wolf, you can track other creatures while traveling at a fast pace.
That's a tough call.
You don't have to do it right now, but I'll put it in chat for you too. Let's see.
Thanks. Yeah, I'll have to think about it.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's the only thing for yours.
I looked at my local bird gifs, and that's what came up.
All right. Was there anything else? I think that's everything. Did you guys have any other questions or anything?
Not me.
Okey-doke. Just
Oh, that's good.
let me know, Brian, if you're able to make the
Yeah.
the
I won't
15th
really
or
know until
22nd?
that weekend.
22nd,
So.
Okay. All right. And if you guys, like I said earlier in the week, I don't know if Brian actually did ask me if we could do something like this for his character to show off his wrestling and stuff. If you guys have things in your backstory that you want to accomplish or do, just let me know and I'll work some way to bring it into the story. Makes your character feel more alive and all that fun stuff. So more than willing to help try to fit it into a story. So
Yeah, it's a little hard for a roaming half orc who
yes,
lands to kind of show off any forestry stuff down here in the Underdark.
It is, but you could try doing other things. But once you get out, you may want to do something.
Yeah, I'll try to think of something.
Okay. And I'm not saying you have to. I mean, it's just to help bring your character out more. It also helps with the role play, which I love. That's one of my favorite parts. So, if it's not your guys, then I'm sorry, but that's fun. Let's see. Anything else? Any words of wisdom?
Do we
No, I think that was a good round.
need to start looking into that other program? Or are you still not quite ready for it?
I
yeah, what-
said that earlier. I'm going to try and get Fantasy Grounds set up. If you guys want to create the accounts and stuff, I've not.
Send me a link.
You probably will need to download. I've got it through Steam, I think. So you may need to download Steam.
Like what? We just get the demo
I've seen-
version, or
I think so. I'm trying to figure that out. So I've got the Cracked Ultimate Edition. So I can send you guys that information if you want.
Yeah, because it's $30 in Steam.
Yeah. Well, there's free accounts that you can create. The DM is the one that has to have all the extra. And a lifetime subscription or whatever. Ultimate has everything, and you can have unlimited all that stuff. That's what I've got.
It's only 318 for Ultimate on here.
Yeah, no kidding.
I don't know, 145. Yeah.
But it's got a really cool background, and you can actually, it looks like real dice that you
Yeah,
pick
this
up out
does
of a
look
dice
pretty
tray and stuff.
sweet.
And it also has all the modules already in it, so which is pretty handy.
Man.
So, I'm gonna see if I can get it running. It probably will be a while, and plus I've never used it before, so it's gonna take a bit. To even
Yeah, this
get
looks
used to.
like a bit of a learning curve.
Yeah, they say it's harder to learn than Roll20, and it also is being hosted on my computer, so you guys would be connecting to me. It's not on, so.
looks like you search for Fantasy Grounds demo for the demo.
I can send you.
The crack.
Let me send you. Well, I'm gonna send you the place where I get it, and it's called 5e Tools. Don't go
Are you?
searching around too much because it's got like everything on here, but it's available to anybody. But